Welcome to my realm, located beyond both time and space. It is well that thou art here. I am that which humans call Arceus. Now, I wish to know thine appearance. Okay then. G'day there, mates. My name is Mr. Magilla-cutti, and welcome back once again to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different today, and actually playing a game of mine that I really enjoyed. And need to finish off. This is Pokemon Legends Arceus, or Arceus. It's one of the two. This was definitely a big game changer for the Pokemon universe for Game Freak and the Pokemon Company in a whole. Because for one, it doesn't follow the traditional Pokemon RPG elements, and as for why, you'll see when we get more into the game. But for now, we're going to select a character here. Now, on my main file, I do have a male character, and what I like to normally do when I sometimes get a second game on the same line, like for example, Pokemon Red, or Pokemon Scarlet, I'll be a male, or Pokemon Violet, I'll be a female. Just for the heck of it. So we're gonna go with a female character here. Let's go with the blonde hair. What is thy name? Oh, I don't even know a good name for the female character. Let's go with Luna. Luna. Soon thou find thyself. Sorry, soon thou shalt find thyself in a strange in a world strange to thee. I can't read. A world inhabited by wondrous creatures that humans call Pokemon. Luna. Seek out all Pokemon, and thou shalt find me once more. Okay, the story is a lot different than the regular Pokemon games we know. Oh, a smartphone. That there is Arceus, god of all Pokemon. Definitely can't wait to play this game again. Wake up! Oh, do wake up, won't you? Hello? Are you alive, my girl? Gave me quite the shock, falling from the sky like that. Thank goodness, you seem unharmed. Where am I? Why, this is Prelude Beach, of course. Dear me, did the shock of your fall somehow out of your memory? I must say, your clothing is unusual. You wouldn't happen to have an acquaintance in these parts, would you? I doubt it. I see. You seem to be in a bit of a pickle. Might I offer some directions? Do you have somewhere around here you could stay? No, nowhere. So you don't know anyone here, and you don't even know where to spend the night. Well, this is a proper pickle indeed. Are you quite sure you'll be able to survive? Somehow, I guess. I see. Well, no gentleman would abandon a person in such deed. Oh my, I had completely forgotten. I just caught up to these 3 runaway Pokemon when you tumbled out of the sky. It's almost as if they knew you'd come here. But do you even know what a Pokemon is? Of course I do. My, that's a relief. Though you fell from the sky, you seem to have some common... It seems that we have some common ground, eh? Yes, well, these 3 Pokemon belong to me. Mysterious creatures that they are. Oh, yes, and what might your name be? Oh, so you're called Luna. That name has quite a ring to it. I imagine it has some lovely meaning. Oh, but I do apologize. I haven't introduced myself yet. My name is Leventon. I am something of a Pokemon professor. That is to say, I'm a scholar seeking to deepen our understanding of Pokemon. Yes, Pokemon such as these 3, I couldn't even finish that. Oh, blast and bother! My darling Pokemon! Why must you run from me? Run from me again. I'm terribly sorry, but do you think you could help me round them up? I beg you. Wait, you're free! Wait! Okay, so... Again, this is quite different from your regular Pokemon game. For a few reasons. But first, let's take a look over here. There's a glowing beeping object over there. You found something that resembles a phone. It's probably your phone, but it's changed shape. You feel a strange power emanating from it. A message appeared on the screen. I bestow upon thee the Arc Phone, or the Arc Phone, and thy mission: seek out all Pokemon. I will admit, graphics is a bit bland and compared to similar to that of Sword and Shield. Well, maybe even better, but this is the finest Pokemon game that Pokemon Company's done in a long time. Ugh, alas, yet another miss. Glad you came to my rescue, my new friend from the sky. I tried catching my little runaways by tossing some Pokeballs their way, but I'm not the best at this sort of thing, you see. I'd love to give you a go at it, but perhaps I should tell you a bit about these 3 first. Now, that one is Rowlet. Rowlet can photosynthesize like a plant, and apparently it battles using its sharp feathers. That one over there is Cyndaquil. The fire burning on Cyndaquil's back will flare up whenever it is surprised or irate. Cute. That Pokemon near the pond is Oshawott. Oshawott naps while floating on the water, and it can battle using the shell-like body on its belly. Oh my, I nearly forgot to cover the most crucial thing. How to go about catching Pokemon. Here you are, my girl. Pokeballs. Throw these at Pokemon to catch them. Now, as you probably see, the design is a lot different than that of a regular Pokeball that we know. I know I haven't done Pokemon content on my channel yet, and I may later at a later date, but we'll see what happens. You attain 50? Okay, that's a lot more than we normally get. Pokeball, a mysterious ball that can be thrown at wild Pokemon in order to catch them. These balls can be crafted by hand if you gather the necessary materials. Okay. But that won't do for an explanation, would it? I do apologize. Let me be more thorough. Now, I mentioned already that Pokemon are strange, marvelous creatures. What's so strange about them, you ask? Well, each and every Pokemon is able to shrink itself down to minuscule size. I think I'm saying that right, I'm not sure. And that's where Pokeballs come in. Pokeballs are a recent invention, you see. Throw one at the Pokemon and, why, the Pokemon will shrink down and fit inside the ball, comfy as can be. And with that, you have caught a Pokemon. I know we just met, but I'm afraid I have no one else to turn to. I'd be awfully grateful if you could catch my 3 runaways. Now, the proper technique is to take aim at the Pokemon, then let the ball fly. It's quite simple. Though far be it from me to say so, I suppose, given my own dire lack of skill in this area. Throwing Pokeballs. Pokemon can be caught by throwing Pokeballs at them. Hold down the ZR to ready a Pokeball, then take aim. You can keep moving as long as you do. So use the right stick to adjust your angle and aim carefully at your Pokemon. Release the ZR button to throw the Pokeball. If it hits a Pokemon, you may be able to catch it. If you've readied a Pokeball but do not want to throw it, press the B button to cancel the throw. So again, this is a lot different to regular Pokemon where you normally just select the command to throw the Pokeball. But now, you pretty much have to aim at the Pokemon. Oh, wonderful! You've caught a Pokemon! It seems you have quite the knack for this Pokemon catching business, Luna. Surely a useful skill to have around here. Only 2 of my darling runaways left now. Still, this is most unusual. You don't seem fearful of Pokemon in the slightest. Fearful? Okay, so before I do talk a bit more, if you notice something, the difference in the, sound of the capture, it's because I did a back catch there. And what that means, if I throw a Pokemon, the Pokemon's back, it will catch them unaware and allow it to be more successful in catching them. That will be explained a bit later in more detail. I can hardly believe it, Luna. Incredible. You know, many people fear to even approach Pokemon. Never mind catch them. Bravo indeed. Just one more to go. Let's wrap this up sharpish, shall we? So I think he's pretty much trying to be British. At least that's what I get. There's Oshawott. Yeah, if you notice the difference in the impact there. Yes. I'm afraid that can happen. Pokeballs are hardly 100% foolproof. Give it another go, old girl. Yeah, so you can't always be successful in catching them. Thank you very much indeed. Oh, what a relief to have them all back. You see, these 3 Pokemon you caught have only just arrived at the village to help with our research. They won't yet listen to anyone. And as I mentioned, they bolted from the village almost as if they knew you'd become a fallen. I must say, Luna, I was taken aback by how well you used Pokeballs. How is it that you catch Pokemon so aptly when you only just arrived here? One can't help but think there's a reason you appeared here, and now... Seek out all Pokemon. That object is an Arc phone, you say? What a device! Could it be guiding you somehow? If you indulge me for just for a moment, there's something I'd like to share with you. You see, I have a dream to compile this region's first complete record of its Pokemon. We in the field called such a catalog a Pokédex. Yes, a proper Pokédex is a wonderful work of research containing detailed records of all the Pokemon to be found in a region. But in order to properly document Pokemon, one must, of course, catch them. And therein lies the rub, I'm afraid. Pokeballs have only just been invented, and not many have mastered the skill of using them. Enter you, a person with a clear talent for catching Pokemon. Your goal is to seek out every Pokemon, and mine is to have all those Pokemon caught. A situation ripe for teamwork. Would you agree? Come now, what do you say? Shall we help one another out, my girl? You've convinced me. Then whoever and from whenever you may be, I welcome you with open arms. We've a Pokédex to complete. First things first, let's get these Pokemon back to the village. Then we will sort out your lodgings and find you some proper clothing and a meal and all that. Follow me then, onwards to Jubilee Village. Yeah, we noticed that huge storm gathering above the mountain there. Now, for those of you who are veterans of Pokemon Diamond Pearl, we normally know it as Jubilee City, not village. Thank you for your tireless work to keep us safe, my good guardsman. This young lady was of great assistance to me and my Pokemon, so I hope you will forgive my bringing her into the village for a bit. Well, wait, is Jubilee City a part of... Yeah, everything seems so old-fashioned. And the reason for that is that we appear to travel back to the past. So Pokemon's legend, Arceus, as I think I'll just call it, really focuses on the fact that we seem to have time travel to the past because of Arceus' power. And for what reason? Which is the way to find out. This way, if you please. So yeah, Jubilee City. It's come a long way thanks to the road we all know is known to the locals as Caranel Avenue. The village was built scarcely 2 years ago. There's so much to do and not many able to do it. And since we know so little about the local Pokemon, people hesitate to set foot outside the village. No, the present building I said is Galaxy 4 headquarters. I can't read it when it's just auto-scrolling like that. Oh, botheration. I thought I must forgot. I need to go and report that we successfully recovered the escaped Pokemon. Why don't I ask you to wait for me at the canteen? It's just past the village here. Then to the left. The Wallflower, it's called. The Arcphone is beeping. Somehow, it seems to know where you need to go next. The map and markers. Use the minus button to view the map on your Arcphone. You can consult the map for guidance to your next destination and information on your missions and requests. You'll also see guidance markers when you are out exploring or running around the village. If you're not sure where to go next, stop and look around in all directions and try to spot one of these markers, then head for it. In an unfamiliar land, head to the Wallflower, which serves as the village canteen. So yeah, we're pretty much what looks like the past here. And this was one of the reasons that this game was a good game. Not only that, but the game mechanics itself. Now, some of you just need to really check real quick, so give me a moment. Alright, I can't pause. Hold on a sec. Okay, I am back, and yes, Juvenile City was in the Sinnoh region. Same region we're already in. Now, our options are limited here. And we don't really do much. Can't do much. So... does the professor know that child? What kind of address is that? To catch one of those Pokemon creatures, you need to throw a Pokeball at it. Wait, what else did he say? Oh no, is she going this way? Keep walking, stranger. Wow. Guess that's a bit high-strung because there might be fearful of Pokemon. Where'd you come from? So yeah, another reason this is the past is because, well, people really fear Pokemon because they know very little about them. While in the Pokemon games and actual TV series, while there are some wild ones out there, they have a better understanding of Pokemon than what's going on now. Also, another good thing about the game here is that we will get to see some familiar faces from the Dominant Pole series. Canalon Bridge. I'm pretty new to the village myself. I try to talk to everyone on me so I can learn something new. Wait, hold on. That is... I will admit, that must be a bit of a painful way to wear glasses like that, but they really nailed it down how people were trying to wear glasses in the past, I think. This region is huge! There's lots of dangerous Pokemon too, but you came here anyway. How come? Back in my hometown, I've got an older brother who's going to inherit the family farm and all. But I'm going to make my own way here in Hitsui. Okay, so another bit of information. Hitsui is apparently what the Sinnoh region used to be called in the past. So over here. Well, no. Aren't you awfully suspicious? The Wallflower is for Galaxy Team folk only. We don't have seats for outsiders. Move along. Wow. Who in the world are you? And what's that bizarre garb you're wearing? A Pokemon could slice right through those flimsy excuses for clothes. For you to get in here, someone must have vouched for you. Was it Professor Lavington? Do you two know each other? He's from a region a long way off. Not the most reliable sort, though, letting Pokemon run off and give him the slip and all. 3 more of them got away just a while ago. If I haven't been resting up after some Pokemon dropped me with a move called Thundershock, I've had corralled them for sure. But the professor, well, unfortunately, it's just as Rise says. I'm a clumsy sort of fellow, to put it mildly. Ah! But everything will be quite alright now. Luna here has agreed to help us with our Pokédex. As in, she's going to join the Survey Corps? What makes you think that's a good idea? We can't just take in... We can't just take in any misfit who wandered out of the wilderness. I'll allow it. Ah! Another familiar face? Assuming the individual can contribute to the Survey Corps, that is. I am the captain of the Galaxy Team's Survey Corps. You may call me, Silerin. I'm not sure how to pronounce the name. Maybe the old boy might have to tell me when he sees the video. Professor Laudon has told me how you help secure these Pokemon when they slip these control. And now it seems he would like us to feed and house you in exchange for your ongoing labor. You look to be 15 or so. Hold on enough to work for you keep. But we can't simply take on a stranger who wandered in amongst us without any idea of their skills or origins. Tomorrow we shall see if you can prove yourself worthy. Oh, a most reasonable decision, Captain. Now, would you care to join us for a meal? I'm sure you've got plenty of questions for our visitor. That's quite alright. I prefer to eat alone so that I might appreciate my meals without distraction. A loaf as ever, I see. Well, no matter. The rest of us can share a meal and some pleasant conversation then, eh? Betty, old chum, the usual potato mochi, if you please, but make it for free today. Wonderful stuff, Betty. Much obliged. Your potato mochi never fails to please. Where did you find this stranger in the first place, Professor? Well, you know that great hole in the sky? The one people call the space-time rift? A new friend fell right out of it. Was that a joke? Come now, I am a scientist. My job is to observe and explain any and all phenomenon. I'm concerned myself with only with facts. Now, you already know there are many Pokemon here in the Hisui region. Sure, they're all over the place, in the grass, in the forest, in the ocean. It's up to us in the Survey Corps to find them and figure out what kind of creatures they are. Well, we know this much. Pokemon are terrifying creatures. It's all but impossible to know what kinds of power they might possess, or what sorts of wondrous things they can do. But that's where Luna will come in. She successfully caught 3 Pokemon, 3 of them in quick order, you understand. Nobody in the Galaxy Team is capable of a feat such as that. This means we can finally begin our Pokemon research in earnest. It's really something. We count ourselves lucky when we manage to catch a single wild Pokemon while fending off their attacks. Ah, well, to be perfectly fair, the Pokemon that fled to the beach weren't on the attack. But the key to catching Pokemon is getting close enough to aim your Pokeball well. And it seems our new friend is fearless enough to do just that. Does the Survey Corps really have the leeway to be enjoying a leisurely meal with this outsider? The captain just ordered 10 whole portions of potato mochi, you know. The slow progress on that Pokedex of yours clearly has her on edge. I'm sure we'll start to rein in the good captain's stress eating soon enough. Now, how do you feel, Luna? And think, if you make it to the Galaxy team, you'll never have to worry about a meal again. The team provides for all its members' needs, even if said members fell out of the sky. Uh-huh. And yeah, stress eating can't be good for a person. Then again, sadly I'm facing that problem myself. That was quite delicious. Quite delicious indeed. You're awfully relaxed about this. You do know that we won't get to have Luna join the Survey Corps unless she passes a trial. Not to worry, I have complete confidence in Luna's skills. Let's hope it is not misplaced. Luna, was it? For tonight at least, we will provide you with a place to sleep. You may use our quarters there. But if you fail to pass the trial, we must put you if you fail to pass the trial we put to you tomorrow, you must move on. You will be expelled from the village to meet your fate, and perhaps your death in the wilds. Osh. So yeah, this is definitely a different change of pace for Pokemon games we know. The captain's like Hisuri in a way. They're both plenty harsh. No, she simply puts on a stern front to help keep us safe. At any rate, I think it's time we turned in for the night, eh? It's a good thing one can't fall. It's a good thing one cannot. It's a good thing one can't fall out of the futons we sleep in here. I imagine our new Flynn has had enough falling for one day. And with that, I bid you both a good night. Yeah, sleep tight. So as you probably know, our friend there is actually would have been us if we chose the male character. Still, people falling out from the sky, that's some kind of story. Okay. The captain of the Survey Corps, Siren. Sillin. Yeah, I think we'll call her Sillin. I wonder if there's anything actually scares her. A new hairstyle means a fresh look and fresh outlooks. Sorry, a new hairstyle means fresh outlooks, and a fresh outlook lets you change your fortunes. But still, it's got to be a bit of a scary concept. Waking up in the past, when you came from a different time. Checking survey tips. Survey tip contains all sorts of useful information to help you carry out your survey work in the Hisuri region. To read them at any time, simply press the up button to open the menu, then go to the help screen. Any tips for team members? Don't wish your toils to be forgotten. Diligent record keeping will save you from such a fate. Saving your progress. To save your progress, press the up button to open the menu, then scroll with the ZL or ZR button until you reach the save screen. There is also an autosave function you can use to have your progress saved automatically. You can enable or disable autosave by scrolling to the help screen in the menu, then selecting settings. I may have to disable the autosave here because just in case the recording fails on me. Rest until tomorrow morning. Nothing else to do. That doesn't look good. Yeah, that doesn't look good at all. The next day. Hey in there, you awake? That was some wild running last night, right? Anyway, if you're up, come on out. You sleep all right? I know that's not easy in a strange new land. We better not keep Captain Sillin waiting. Let's hurry to headquarters. Sounds like a plan. Here we are, Galaxy Hall. What do you think? Ever seen a building this grand before? Yeah, we have. I will be right back, guys. Sorry. And I am back, folks. Don't give up. Keep those eyes open. The wild Pokemon, they were everywhere, attacking from all sides. I sent out my partner Pokemon, but against the whole pack, outnumbered. This is what happens when you go so far afield. But the medical corps will put you to rights. You realize if you fail your trial and get flung out of the village, you could well die out there. Well, you might die even sooner than that if you have to take on this trial without a Pokemon to be your partner. Captain Silent, ma'am, I brought Luna. You may enter. Let us get straight to it. If you wish to join the Galaxy Exploration Team, the Galaxy Expedition Team, you must prove yourself capable by going out into the Obsidian Fieldlands and catch 3 different species of Pokemon: Bidoof, Starly, and Sphinx. 3 species? Right away? But none of us have even managed that. Did this stranger not catch 3 different Pokemon only yesterday? My trial should be simple enough for her, if the professor wasn't exaggerating things, that is. The Galaxy team does not have the means to provide for those who only take without giving. If you wish to stay, you must prove beyond any doubt that you'll be and assist to our cause. I will lend you one of our survey corps satchels to carry whatever you may need in the field. Whatever it is you're wearing doesn't suit our satchels in the least. Right? I'll expect you to step in if anything goes awry. Galactic Team's entry trial. Press the Y button while consulting your map on your ARC phone, and you can check the tasks you have waiting. There are two types: missions and requests. Missions must be completed to progress in your adventure, while requests are optional and given by people you meet. Pardon, Luna. Come with me for a moment. Now then, a jolly good morning to everyone. What do you need, Professor? In order to complete our Pokédex and, well, simply survive in this unforgiving land, Luna absolutely must pass this trial. And as a professor of Pokemon, I've got just the ticket to help accomplish that. Go on, Luna. Pick the Pokemon that strikes your fancy. With a partner of your own, you'll be able to fight off wild Pokemon outside the village. These little darlings are very dear to me, but it's plain to see they are rather curious about you. Well, my girl, pick which Pokemon would you like to keep as your very own? So this is pretty much us choosing our beginner Pokemon. We got Rowlet, Cyndaquil, and Oshawott. Rowlet as the grass type, strong against water types like Oshawott, but weak against fire types like Cyndaquil. Now Cyndaquil is a fire type, strong against grass types like Rowlet, but weak against water like Oshawott. And Oshawott is itself a water type, strong against fire, but weak against grass. In my main game, I chose Cyndaquil first, so I'm going to be going with Oshawott this time around. Do you want Oshawott as your first partner? And with that, one of the Pokemon you caught at Prelude Beach for me will now be yours to keep. Good show. I've tucked Oshawott back inside his Pokeball for you, so take it, it's yours. Word of advice, my girl. Pay close attention to which Pokeballs are empty and which ones contain a Pokemon while you're out in the field. Look for those two cheer on their power Oshawott. Well, maybe they just wanted to help Luna with her trial. That could well be. They did go dashing from the village when Luna fell out of the sky after all. Well, not to worry, you two. I'll have you assist me with my research for now. By the by, what species has Captain Sindor charged you with catching? Well, that's smashing. All three of these species can be found in the Obsidian Fieldlands. Let me give you some Pokeballs to use during your trial then. What about the ones I already had? These Pokeballs may be handcrafted, but they work a treat, as you already seen. You'll have this trial cleared in no time. Let's be off. I'll show you the way to Obsidian Fieldlands. Maybe at the gate to your left. As you leave headquarters. Sadly, we cannot get the other two Pokemon. Once we choose the first one, that's the one we're stuck with. But we will be able to get him again later on without having to need to trade, which is a good thing. Because I'm not sure this game does trade. Actually, it does trading, but not in the traditional sense. So, let me check something real quick. Okay, guess not. Okay, so this is our satchel screen with our everyday items and key items in here. We don't have anything for key items. This here is normally our what's the word for it? Trainer ID, that's right. But since we haven't joined the corp yet, we'll have to wait. And this is the help menu where we get survey tips, controls, and settings. Oh, what a curious get-up you have there. I can already tell you're quite the character. I'm Volo of the Ginkgo Guild, the go-to choice for any of your merchandise needs here in Hitsuri. I've heard talk about you. Fell from the sky, didn't you? Now that's certainly a tale I like to hear. Oh, if you got any of a Pokemon, you're certainly full of interesting surprises. Investigating the odd and novel is key to any good merchant's success. So what do you say? How about you and I see how our Pokemon stand out to one another in battle? Sure. I'd like you better and better. What a delightful find. I've also heard about this trial you're to attempt. Let's have a quick battle to get your blood pumping before you head out. Though I hope you know you'll lose if your Pokemon's HP reaches 0. Yep. So our first battle. Ginkgo Guild member Volo challenged you to a battle. Togepi. So you can move around the field. That doesn't really do much. Don't really have anything better to use, so we're just going to use Tackle. Moves, items, use them well, and the world will open up to you. New move. So yeah, we get experience once we clear every battle. So unlike the original games, you don't get, if you go through a, well, am I wrong? It's been a while, so I can't remember. It's always good fun to have your Pokemon do battle, don't you think? And as they gain experience through battle, they will learn new moves and grow even stronger. Pokemon moves. Pokemon sometimes learn new moves when they level up. If you want to change the moves of your Pokemon, change the moves your Pokemon can use in battle, open your sachet, choose the Pokemon you want, then select the change move option. Why am I doing the voice still? But so few people here have their own Pokemon. If only more knew how to use Pokeballs. At any rate, let me help two battlers recover from the little exercise. Thanks for that. And to you, my Sky Fallen friend, I present some potions and thanks. A topical medicine meant to be applied to Pokemon. It can be used to restore 60 HP to a single Pokemon. You can use them on your Pokemon whenever they might be worn out from battle. I'll be hoping that you're successful on that trial of yours. More Galaxy team members means more customers for yours truly, after all. If you can battle that well, I've got a feeling you may have your trial well in hand, even if it's more to do with catching than battling. Now, to the Obsidian Fieldlands. Whenever you leave Jubilee Village, you have to pick a destination from your map and let Reese and the guardsmen know where you're off to. That way, someone can come collect your things if things go awry. Hey, I hope you make it through this. And off we go. You're Luna, correct? I was informed you'll be passing through. Your trial will take place outside the safety of the village. Please take care to come back alive. Okay, so I'm here. Press Y to bring up the menu again. We don't have any requests so far. So, to the Obsidian Fieldlands. This is our base. It's where we start and finish our surveys. Now remember what you've got to do. You've been tasked with catching 3 species of Pokemon: Bidoof, Starly, and Sphinx. I'm curious to see if the professor's stories about you are really true. Oh, Professor? Something's wrong. Well, you see, Captain Sillin got hold of me after you left. She impressed upon me that I bear full responsibility for whatever happens to our sudden guest. She doesn't let up. How exactly are you supposed to help out, Professor? Help out here, Professor? To be honest, my dear boy, I don't intend to lift a finger. Luna's talents are the real deal. She'll pass with fine colors, you'll see. So in other words, I'm still the one bearing the responsibility here. Not my ideal state of affairs. Let's just get started. You'll be more than equal to this. Luna. Alright, so let's go follow Ryo. This is Aspiration Hill. I really do love the artwork style this is. Look, a Bidoof. Oh, jeez. There may be some sort of protege, but just in case, here's what's happened. Captain Sillin taught me. Hold down ZL to focus on a wild Pokemon and keep it in your sights for as long as it's nearby. This technique comes in handy when aiming Pokeballs at a target or when dodging Pokemon's attacks. Bidoof is a mellow Pokemon, which means it doesn't tend to run away when you approach. Aim carefully, let your Pokemon fly, and you ought to be alright. Funny enough, I do remember an animation that I saw on YouTube about something we had to do in the game, and we always end up going after Bidoof. Poor thing. So we focus. So yeah, if you approach it, it won't do anything to you. just sort of staring at you. One beat of core. Now, on we march. Another thing I love about the game is how they give Pokemon personality. Like, some may run from you, some may just stare at you, and others may just up attack you. Now, Starly here is the type to run at the drop of a hat. But not to worry. Crouch down in grass and it won't spot you. That's how you get close. Crouching down. Press the B button to crouch and make it harder for wild Pokemon to notice you. Press the same button again to rise. If you creep into the grass while crouched low, you'll be even harder for wild Pokemon to detect. There we go. And that's Starly caught too. I admit, I'm impressed so far. Now for our next Pokemon. I forgot to say another smidget of wisdom. How to throw your partner's Pokeball. To quote Captain Cylinder's wise teachings, have an item at the ready, but want to send out a Pokemon, press X. Have a Pokemon at the ready, but want to throw an item, press X. The captain's a real expert on these things. Then, once you got a Pokemon ready, try aiming for certain rocks or trees like this one. Your Pokemon will hunt for berries and things, and bring it back and it will bring back whatever it finds. Now it's your time. Now it's time for your partners to shine. We've reached your final hurdle, catching a Shinx. Sorry. So yeah, press X to switch partners, and press L and R to select the partner you want. And like I said, if you aim for certain items like the tree here, you can get some berries. And you can also pick up other items on the ground too. A medical leak. That'll come in handy later. Oh. Okay. Get you back. There it is, Shinx. Shinx has an aggressive disposition. Did you know that already? Yep. That figures. Me, I have to focus on a Pokemon carefully to notice a thing like that. Once aggressive Pokemon get wound up, they'll knock away any Pokeballs you throw. When you use the ZL to focus on a Pokemon, you can see how easy it may be to catch. When the arrows you see pointing up above a Pokemon, the more arrows you see pointing up above a Pokemon, the easier it will be to catch. An X icon will appear above a Pokemon if it has picked a fight with you. Be warned, Pokemon displaying this icon cannot be caught unless you engage them in battle. But not to worry, I'll teach you a trick to catching them. You draw them into battle. Once it's caught up in the heat of battle, you can throw a Pokeball to try and catch it. You've got a few Pokemon of your own to use now, right? Don't you? Take one of their Pokeballs and throw it at a wild Pokemon you want to battle. Use what you learn in your battle with Volo. Get out there and make a last catch. Starting Pokemon battles. It's easy to start a battle against a wild Pokemon. So if you throw a Pokeball that contains one of your own Pokemon at it, if you can see that you currently have an item ready to throw, not a Pokemon, press the X button. It will allow you to toggle between your thrown items and your Pokemon team. Oh, spot us. Now, since Ultra One and Starter here are weak against grass, I'm gonna go with Beat It here. I better not. Since Beat It is fixated on using Rollout, it'll be more powerful. Some moves have some added effects to them, and Rollout, the more you use them, the more powerful it gets. But not good for when you're trying to catch them. And we've got Shinx. Wait, did you really? You really did it! You did it! 3 species of Pokemon caught! You really are some kind of protege. Sorry, but that was a dream. You must have given Professor Leventon the shock of his life. But you flew from the sky, then you go and catch all of our escaped Pokemon, one after another. I honestly didn't believe the professor's story until I saw you in action for myself. And here you are with 3 Pokemon caught. You've completed your trial. Oh, I said you passed the trial of flying colors, and it seems you went and did just that. Congratulations, Luna. You've taken your first step towards seeking out every Pokemon. This calls for a commemorative photograph. I've got to admit, it's true. You've got real talent for this. Now then, we best to report to Captain Sillin. Time to head back to Juvenile Village, eh? Mm-hmm. I'll be quiet, phone. Eventually, you should be able to have Pokemon you've called go and live in the village pastures. The most Pokemon a person can have with them while out exploring is 6, apparently. Not that we have anyone who can manage that. Come now, you two. Let's not dilly-dally. Captain Sillin's awaiting our report at headquarters. I want to see the captain's reaction. So yeah, same rule of thumb with regular Pokemon games. You can only have up to 6 Pokemon. And we already got 4. So, up to a good start. The pastures are like the PC boxes where Pokemon will go once you have 6 on your team already. It's where you can pick up and drop off Pokemon as well. I can't wait to see the captain's reaction. Up on the third floor is the office of the Galaxy Team's commander, Kamado. You're not going up there until we know a little more about you, mystery kid. Okay? Hey, Abra. It seems we won't have to leave you to die after all. Congratulations. You passed your trial. You can hold on to that satchel. Sorry, satchel. I must admit, you've impressed me. I set a high hurdle to judge whether a stranger like yourself could be worthy, but you cleared it. This is yours, the official uniform of the Survey Corps. You received the Survey Corps uniform and a pair of Survey Corps sandals, so get changed in the room you used last night, then you'll report at once to the 3rd floor. Present yourself in uniform to our commander. This is your first official order from your captain. Okay. Go change it to your uniform. Use the mirror in your quarters to make sure you put it on right. Still can't. Sorry, it's just something I want to check. But I guess we'll have to wait for it. So anytime you want to change your outfit, go to the mirror here. And put on your Survey Corps uniform and Survey Corps sandals. So you want to go to the full uniform here. Yep. You change into your Survey Corps uniform. Look at you, in the Survey Corps uniform. Our spot feels like you're one of us. But I do wonder when the captain decided to go ahead and get a uniform ready for you. I see you've changed. Regarding your accommodations, you may continue to use the room you slept in last night. You may wear this as well. Now present yourself to the commander. So, head up to the 3rd floor and meet the commander. There are different rooms here in the HQ. We'll explore more of them later. And yet another familiar face from the present. I've been waiting for you. I am commander of the Galaxy Expedition Team. So, you are Luna? Yes, sir. I have been briefed on your situation, including how you fell from this drift in the sky. Now then, let's see what you're made of. Face me in combat. Okay. Yeesh. You got vigor, I'll give you that. You need to work on your sumo technique, but I do see some potential. Okay. Don't expect a warm welcome from everyone. Naturally, some will be slow to trust an outsider who literally fell right out of the blue. The superstitious among us might see your arrival as a portent of disaster. But you passed the trial that was put to you. No matter how odd you may seem, you're part of Jubilee Village now. Dedicate yourself to the work of the Galaxy Expedition Team and complete the Pokédex. But I warn you, Luna, Pokemon are terrifying creatures. Keep your wits about you as you work. Yeah, different time. So the commander has also accepted you. But understand this, you begin as a no-star recruit among our ranks. In other words, you have no rank at all. Perform well as a member of the Survey Corps, and you will move up through the ranks. Indeed, you see, the more you add to your Pokédex, the higher your rank will become. Working on the Pokédex will also, of course, bring you closer towards that goal of yours. To seek out every last Pokemon. Here, you will need this. You obtain a recipe for crafting Pokeballs. Need 1 Apricorn and 1 Tumblestone. And 3,000 Pokédollars as well. You will have to buy the necessary materials. Great. You're an expert at crafting yourself. Teach our new recruit what she needs to know. Yes, ma'am. Oh, yes, ma'am. Captain. Get ready for a lesson in crafting. Crafting means making items from scratch. That's right. Whatever you need in your survey work, you'll most likely make yourself. Some things you can buy at the general store, but it's good to try to be self-sufficient. This way, you can even catch Pokemon with Pokeballs we've crafted ourselves. Whew, sorry. But listen to me, Proudon. Let's go to the craft works so you can try it yourself. Okay? So yeah, another thing that sets this game different from the mainline games is the crafting. You pretty much can craft any items you want. Well, ones with the recipes. You will still have to find the recipes for the set items, but you can craft Pokeballs, potions, and other items that will be helpful. Well done earning a place in our team. My name is Annette. My name is Anif. I'm the local clover. The professor asked that I ready you a change of clothes, so here you go. I do hope they fit. An everyday kimono and a pair of everyday trousers. I hope you'll avail yourself to the village's humble shops. Hey, this way to the craft works. This here's the craft works, and that there is the workbench where you craft things. It's where you craft things. Pretty self-explanatory, right? When you step into the workbench, I'll supply you new materials to make some Pokeballs. Pull out a present to celebrate passing your trial. And as for the money the captain gave you, feel free to spend that however you like. Any recipes you get should tell you what materials you need to complete them. At the workbench, just choose whatever you want to make and get crafting. Go on, try it out. Crafting items. You can use the workbench in Jubilee Village and the base camps to craft Pokeballs and other items. Crafting items requires a recipe and the necessary materials. So it's pretty self-explanatory. Just get this and craft how many you want and bombs your uncle. Oh no, that's some fine craftsmanship. I believe this was your first time stepping up to the workbench, Michael. You recall, of course, that Pokemon possess the odd power to shrink themselves down. The Pokeballs we craft, we can make use of that power to catch them. Also, that more Pokemon species can be dutifully recorded in a Pokedex. And on that note, here you are. And we got the Pokedex. A volume for compiling the collected results of much Pokemon research. Professor Levington continually adds to it with each report made on new Pokemon species. So yeah, this is different than the device that we already have in the main games. So we only have 6 Pokemon so far in here. Well, 7, sorry. 4 already caught. Now, for a bit more details here. In order to get the info about the Pokemon, we have to at least catch one and then report back to the professor. So, as you probably see here, with Togepi says, a new discovered species of Pokemon. Catch one, report back to the professor. So in order to record it, we need to catch one. But once we do catch one, report to the professor about this new species you've managed to catch. We can go straight to the professor and you will add details in the Pokedex about it. Now, at the top right hand corner of the book there, you should see 3 sets of numbers with 3 different icons. A 7, a 4, and a 0. The 7 is the number of Pokemon we have seen. The 4, with the 4 filled in, is the number of Pokemon we catched. Well, rather, the ones we catch for the Pokedex. And the regular Pokeball symbol there is when we completed that said research. Completed the research on the Pokemon itself. I'll go into more details about that in a moment once we get there. I prepared this volume just for you. I hope it aids you well in your aim to seek out all the Pokemon there are in this grand region. It will take plenty of research tasks to help the professor complete the Pokedex. I've got to get going on those myself. I'll be all too happy to explain more about the research tasks I could use your assistance with. Come join me at the Fieldlands camp whenever you're ready, my good Luna. Okay, so the research tasks are what we need to complete the Pokedex. Hey, excuse me, I couldn't help but over here. If you're going to the Fieldland camps, would you mind taking care of a request for me? I'm standing guard, so I can't leave my post. But I'll be here at headquarters if you want to talk about it. Second request. People who have something to ask you will have a request icon displayed above them. If you fulfill their request, you may receive a nice reward. And we will be covering all that. So that icon there. Hey, says that there's this Pokemon called Wormhole. Have you heard of it? Yeah. Well, you see, I was having a chat with Professor Laverton, and he told me that after a Pokemon gained a certain amount of experience through battling and the like, it will sometimes change its appearance and become stronger. He said it was a phenomenon called evolution. Some Pokemon can undergo evolution, which changes their appearance and stats. If one of your Pokemon has met the requirements to evolve, you'll be able to select the Evolve option when viewing the Pokemon from in your satchel. And so I decided I wanted to raise a Wurmple myself and have it evolve. You're part of the Survey Corps, aren't you? If you catch a Wurmple, could you let me have it? There will be a reward in it for you, I promise. Just give me a Wurmple if you can. Sure thing. So yeah, we may get different quests. And catching a Wurmple here is one of them. And it looks like we've got a few more quests here too. So let's go pick those up before we start heading out. We'll talk to that guy again. Actually, no, we'll talk to him now because we can take the other way to there. You're the newcomer who fell from the sky. Are you heading outside the village? Of course you are. The Survey Corps must have to get out and about to compile that Pokedex book they're working on, right? Well, on your way, what are you trying to do, Faina? Find out all about Starly. Pokemon certainly are terrifying creatures, but when I see Starly, I feel simply whole. Not that I have the least desire to actually touch one, mind you. Please let me see Starly's entry in that Pokedex the moment you've completed it. Adorable Starly. So yeah, that's something else that was related to the Pokedex. Alright, I think we need to go out to the main gate there. A big weasel. Can Pokemon of the same species really come in different sizes? I know the professor said they do, but I'll have a hard time believing it unless I see different sized ones lined up side by side. If they really are weasel bigger than mine, I'd love to see them alongside the one I have, for comparison's sakes. And you're natural when it comes to catching Pokemon, right? I bet you'll see where I'm going with this. If you catch a weasel bigger than mine, will you let me have it? I'll make it worth your while. Sure. Okay, I think there's only one more quest we need to pick up, then we can head back out. And over there's the pasture, where we can store our Pokemon when we catch more than 6. We'll go into more details about it when we do catch more. So there's this guy here. His ears. No, I don't. Oh. I know Sphinx ears hold old markings on the inside, but what are they? Not used. I can't remember if this will keep me up all night. Hey, aren't you with the Survey Corps? If you catch a Sphinx, could you show it to me? I've got to see one with my own eyes. Please, I can't remember for the life of me what those ears look like. It's driving me up the wall. Well, we've got one on us already, so... Got one of those Sphinx to show me. I don't know why I keep calling it Sphinx. Alright, let's have a peek at those round ears. That's it. It ears have that yellow cross pattern on them, kind of like a star. Can't tell you what a relief that is. Feels like I had a bone stuck in my throat. Only the throat's my brain and the bone is a thorn. Thanks for helping me get that bone out. Now it's a bit of a weird. So yeah, we do get rewards for completing requests. So I better be sure to pick up a lot of them when I get a chance. I know there are some there sometimes inside the Galaxy Core, but I don't think there's any now, so let's head out into the field. Heading outside the village, are we? Stay safe out there, kid. Ugh, all this talking is really doing a number on my throat. All those lozenges I had. Yeah. I lost them when I moved my room around. Right, let's get to it, shall we? In order to complete this Pokédex of ours, there are a great many research tasks I'll need your help to carry out, my girl. The details of these tasks can be found in the Pokédex for your reference anytime. Research tasks. Research tasks are tasks needed to carry out to complete the Pokédex. Each Pokemon species will have a different number and variety of research tasks. Press the down button to open your Pokédex, then check what kind of research tasks are available for the Pokemon you've gathered. For the Pokemon you've registered. When you focus on a wild Pokemon in the field using the ZL button, you can also instantly check the research task for their species by pressing the down button to open your Pokédex right to that page. Some Pokemon have some unusual tasks, so be sure to check them out. You must catch and battle the diverse Pokemon species and carry out plenty of research tasks. Do so, and you will gain research points and other rewards for your work. Now, there's one more nugget of wisdom I've got to share, Luna. While a Pokemon may attack you at any time, when they do, dodge like your life depends on it. Dodge? Look, just watch me, will you? Then you'll be able to copy what I do. Here I go. See? That's how you dodge. A timely dodge will keep you from getting hurt by the fierce attacks of wild Pokemon. And that's key if you'd rather not end up blacked out in some field like I did. When the Shinx got me with Thundershock, I might have been done for the Survey Corps having come and saved me. But hey, no need to worry. You've got me here to give you tips. I'll teach you plenty. Okay, so we need to follow Ren to get some more tips. Another thing about Pokemon Legends here is that I think, I'm not 100% sure, but in the mainline games, if all your team get knocked out, then you normally return to the nearest Pokemon Center. Well, in this case, the nearest straight back to the village. But I think here, and I'm not 100% sure, so don't quote me on this, is it you only head straight back to the village if you get knocked out by getting hit by different attacks, hit by many attacks so many times. I think it also applies when your whole team gets knocked out, but I'm not 100% sure. Get ready for some Survey Corps wisdom. Focus up on a Pokemon with the ZL button, then press the down button to open the Pokédex. You'll see what tasks you have for that Pokemon. Did you see that? Your research tasks for Beative include one about how many you've caught? That's right. Catching just one won't do. You've got to get 2, then 4, then more and more. And when it's time to battle a Pokemon, remember the campus's switching of wisdom. If you have items out, press X to ready your Pokemon. Give it a try now if you want. I'll go on ahead. Okay, so just to show it off here. So this will take us straight here. Now, the research task we got here is the number we have caught, and catch a set number of heavy species, so catch a lot of bigger ones. the number of beaters we defeated, different forms we obtained. That normally just means like male and female. The number of you evolved, and investigate the beater that bothered the village. So that is related to actually a side quest. Sometimes you may get unusual ones that are related to some side quests. Well, sorry, requests. So far, we only got the res. Oh, wait. What? Thought the professor would have gave us some research already. But I guess not. Now, there are some tips with these research materials you can do first, but I'll explain that later. I know I'm laying it on thick, but don't forget to open your Pokedex when you focus on a Pokemon to check your research tasks for it. Just hold ZL and press down. Try checking out your research tasks for Starly next. One of your tasks is to catch Starly without being spotted, right? You can get that done if you hide in some tall grass to catch them. Give it a try. I'll go right up ahead. Catch them once you finish. Come catch up once you've finished some tasks. So I think it's unlocking some of the tasks for us for some of these Pokemon here. So yeah, when you're hiding in the grass, the screen, the outer side of the screen will blacken a bit. So yeah, the numbers caught, number catch without being caught. So that's going to be a lot of work for you. But we can get it done. Might as well try and do some of these tasks now. So turn around, fella. Like I said before, you have an easier time to catch them when you do a back throw, which just means just hitting them in the back with a Pokeball and without being spotted. Oh dear. Ugh. Oh, it's asleep. So yeah, it will inform you when you have completed a research there. So you record two different species, different forms, which is male and female again. And yeah, we do have the research for Oshawott here, my bad. Okay, so aerial style, natural style, and strong style. We'll get to more of that later. Also, you have to press A to switch back and forth between details about the Pokemon and the research tasks. So yeah, doing minor tasks such as hitting a tree will help level up Pokemon. But it's pretty much battle what you want to do most because once you win a battle, all your Pokemon will earn some experience shared between each of them. But there's more than one way to level up here. I'll go into more details about it once we get that option. The more energy a Pokemon's got, the harder it will be to catch. If you battle a Pokemon and lower its HP, or maybe inflict paralysis with some move like Shink's Thundershock, it should be easier to catch. Okay. Either with ground type moves, quick attack. Okay, so a bit of advice. Research tasks here, you see like times you've seen it use quick attack or seen it use bind. That can apply to either side, like the times you've seen it use the attack on you, or the times you use the attack on another Pokemon. They both count. Sorry, but I thought I was able to throw Pokeballs even further. But I guess I'm wrong. Well, on it down, there's a way you can actually increase the range of how you throw Pokeballs. I don't remember. Got another Bidoof. Alright, got some Tumblestone here. So this style I really want to be taken with me for now. So that's pretty much how we harvest Tumblestone, by going off the colored rocks that we see in different rock formations. You should have your Pokemon smash up and sparkling rocks for you. You'll find Tumblestones inside, and the same Tumblestone you need to craft Pokeballs. So some of these people in the field will give you tips. Not all of them will battle you. In fact, I think none of them battle you unless you meet certain story conditions. Around here, you can find a Pokemon called Bleasel. I don't know why I can't speak. It's got an aggressive disposition. And there it is down there. That means it will try to hit you with its moves, just like Shinx. And you'll need to battle it to catch it. The dangers of taking damage. Right, this is what I was talking about before. If you take too much damage within a short time, you're in danger of blacking out. You can tell you're in danger when the edge of the screen turns red. Damage goes away over time, but you won't begin to recover if you're still being targeted by a wild Pokemon. If you take further damage after the edge of the screen has turned red, you will become overwhelmed and black out. And speaking of which, the research task for Weasel includes seeing it use a certain move. You got to see those moves in battle for it to count towards the task. So battling is extra key here. I'm going on ahead. Catch up once you've checked off some of Weasel's tasks. Yeah, because one of those tasks we got a request to actually catch a very heavy one. Okay, if you see over there, there's a tree shaking. When a tree is shaking, that means there's a Pokemon in it. Sadly, we can't go across the water. Ooh, that Weasel is very powerful. That's the thing about Pokemon. They all have different stats. In other words, different strengths and weaknesses. I'll go into more detail about that once in a moment. Can I hit it one more? No, I think that will knock it out. We got Blazel. And she's going to use quick attacks and 2 others. Nice. Now, if you want to change Pokemon, you have to go back to the camp. I don't think we can do that now. Hey, Wepples! We need one of those for another request. Yeah, one of us was to start to run away from you. I swear, you can throw Pokeballs further than this. Maybe it's a game progression thing. I don't remember. You're doing pretty well for a mysterious stranger from the sky. Here, a little reward for keeping up with me. Your own crafting kit. Nice. A kit containing everything you might need for crafting, even when there is no workbench around. However, you can only use the materials you have in your satchel. I'll go into details about that in a sec. You can select the crafting kit from the key items pocket in your satchel to craft items whenever and wherever and whenever you like. However, unlike a workbench, you'll only be able to use the materials in your satchel and won't be able to craft more items than your satchel can hold. And here's a recipe for potions too. Okay, so potions we need to have 1 Oran Berry and 1 Medical Leak. With crafting kit, you can craft items anywhere using whatever materials are in your satchel. So as long as you've got an apricot and a tumblestone, you can make a Pokeball anytime. Or with an Oran Berry and a Medical Leak, you can whip up a potion, and so heal your Pokemon whenever they need healing. Is this going all right? You can see if you've got any tasks ready to turn in on the Pokedex cover. Right, down there. Tasks with unreported data. Once you've got some good tasks good and done, go check in with Professor Leventon. See you soon. So we can check in whenever we've won. Oh, there's a Ponytail. There's a Ponytail down there. Wonder if we can catch it. If you're feeling worn out, have a rest in a tent at one of our base camps. You can also rest there to pass some time. If it's nighttime and you're scared to be out surveying, the tent's a fine option. Right, now, going into that, some Pokemon will only appear at certain times a day. Nice. Got a Ponyta. Ooh, we caught a heavy species. Try to grab as many items as you can while out in the field, because you never know where you may need them. Okay, I think sparkling items here means... Ooh, yeah, sparkling items contain more rare items. Okay, so we've got a Rapidash over there, but as you can see, its eyes are glowing red. That means it's an alpha Pokemon. What are alpha Pokemons? That's something that will be explained in another details later date. But let me just say that Rapidash is dangerous. And in our current state, we won't have any stand a chance, so stay the heck away from it. You can try and catch it, but I wouldn't do so. Oh yes, I was forgot. Catching Pokemon also helps level up the ones in your party. Oops. Yeah, so if you throw a Pokeball by accident, that's it. Wait, there was a beetle in the tree? What the heck? I didn't even see the tree shaking. Okay, I'm gonna go back down to the water because I want to catch some more weasels. Try and get myself a heavy set one. I know it's pretty uneventful now, but this is pretty much what the game does involve. Quite a lot. What the heck? Okay, some idiot was just speeding by in his car. I did not want to do that. Yeah, even in battles, Starly have a tendency of running away. So you're gonna have to be have a Pokemon that's faster than it. I don't see any weasels anywhere. Here's the thing for kids tips catching. Pokemon don't respawn on the field until it proceeds into another time. Proceeds into a different phase of the day. And here's another thing. Sometimes you may end up battling two Pokemons at once. And I think you can only catch one Pokemon at a time. Be right back, guys. And we're back once again. We're still in the middle of finding some. But since we got a fun shot, we should have an easier time. Ooh. Oh, you can use Pokeballs when you're battling more than one. That's good. That's good. That's good. Ooh. That was not my intention. Defeated one with an electric move. Now, what I was saying before is that sometimes you may, they don't respond until a certain amount of time passes, or the type of time of day changes to a different phase, like morning, noon, dusk, and night, that sort of thing. Sheesh. Yeah, Quick Attack can be annoying because the Pokemon always strikes first with that move. One more. Alright. Why not that? Nice. So as you see, there is a day and night cycle in the game here. And it's pretty active, so even if we are standing still, it can still go from day to night quickly. Now, like I said before, different Pokemons appear depending on the time of day. And we're getting close to night, so we may end up meeting a new one very soon. So we may just wait a little bit longer. But in the meantime, let's get some materials. Pinky Bidoof. Okay, sun's going down. Those other Pokemon should be appearing very soon. And if you're wondering what Pokemon, well, let me ask you guys something. What type of creature normally comes out during the night? And I know there's a multiple choice one, but think of one that comes out at night. It's Bidoof. It's night time, but I don't see him yet. Ah, here we are. And our first example, Ghost type Pokemon. And our first one here is a Drifloon. Now a bit of a heads up here. Drifloon is a Ghost type, so normal type moves won't work on it. At the same time, Ghost type moves won't work on normal type Pokemon like Bidoof here. There's a whole slew of type matchups that work to your advantage here, and disadvantage. Oh. Okay, sometimes Pokemon drop items when they're caught. I thought there was going to be another ghost type around here. That isn't a Drifloon. But I guess that's probably a different area. So, anyway, let's head back to the village. What was that? Well, I saw something fly off, but it must have been a Starly. So yeah, there are different conditions when it comes to catching certain Pokemon. Like some may appear during the day, some at night, some when the sun's out, and some when it's raining. Now, as we said already, when you're done, go talk to the professor to hand in your research. Oh yeah, so you can. By talking to this member here, you can either rest up, do a bit of shopping, or swap out your Pokemon. So, I'm gonna swap out. Oh, we got a water type. So I think I'll bring the Whirlpool along with me. And let's get Rabbit. Get Ponytail here. Okay, so another thing. With the crafting bench, not only do you have access to items in your satchel, but in your item box here, or item storage. With the item storage box, you can put is useful for when you're putting away items that you don't need, in case they start to clutter up. A good way to do this is by pressing the X button to move all the stacks you have at once. So, if you need a certain item used for crafting and all that, but it's in the item box, don't worry. It will take the item from the item box when you use the crafting bench, but you won't be able to do the same when you're using the crafting kit in your satchel. Oh, if it isn't a crafting kit, you must listen attentively to Ray's teachings. Excellent work, dear girl. This seems a good time to explain to you about survey reports and the rewards they offer. When you submit survey reports, you'll receive money based on the level and the number of Pokemon you've caught. You also receive more money if you fulfill certain conditions, such as catching a species for the first time. On that note, let me check your research tasks you completed thus far. Yep, so since we don't really do much Pokemon battling in this game here, we earn money by doing research tasks and catching Pokemon. And there are different conditions to doing that, such as catching a certain number in one go, different species caught, some caught for the first time, along with using a backstrike. I see. Most illuminating. I'll update our Pokédex with this new data. By carrying out research tasks and submitting survey reports, you'll raise the research level of the Pokemon species you've encountered. If you raise a Pokemon's entry to level 10, that entry will be considered complete, and you will have unlocked all of the detailed information to be had about that species. If you carry out tasks to complete the Pokédex entries for different species, you will also gain Pokemon research points, which you can view on the cover of your Pokédex. Once you've earned a certain number of points, you'll be able to move up through the ranks of the Galaxy Expedition team. Right, so the number of research tasks determine our research level. So go over here. Since we only completed one task, we only got research level 2 for Bidoof. But since we completed... okay, this is something else to explain. Now, next to numbers caught there, you see the red box there with the hours going up? That means those will be worth double. So, we have research level 6 now, since we are done caught 2 different times, 1 heavy species, and since we caught 3, that amounts up to 4 points instead of just 1 each, instead of 2. Ooh, so close. Not quite there yet, I'm afraid. You'll need to complete a few more research tasks before you're ready to go up a rank. I recommend you work your way through Beatles and Starly's tasks first. Hang in there. Oh, so we won't be able to go back until we do the research. Right. Oh, it's a apricot. Okay. Ooh. Yeah, so they have the animation. If you get in the way of the attack, you will get knocked down. Hey! Cheeky little. What at night? Well, they only appear at night. Yeah, the things about ghost types, they sometimes disappear then reappear out of nowhere. Oh, wrong. Nah. I think I just hit the wrong buttons by mistake. Oh, it's getting late, so I may be getting confused. Oh, no. Normally it's easy to catch the weaker level Pokemons. Ah, so that's the button you press. There we go. And around. There's another one, point. Let's say we catch one more, and then we'll head back to the professor. Oh dear. Let's try catching it now. And I'm running out of Pokeballs, so I better start crafting some more soon. Jeez, 2 hours. This episode's been going on for quite a long time. But it's just so much to explore. I just didn't want to put the game on. This is going to be one of those longer games. And also another thing, guys. I won't be doing a regular upload of this game. This is just one to test out the waters to see how people react to it. Again, I swear, you can throw Pokeballs further than that. Oh, I think it's because I have to... It's just easy to do when I manually throw about the lock on. Alright, Professor. Yeah, I earned a bit less this time. Oh, we fully finished the research for Drifloon here.
said to lure away young children and carry them on to the afterlife. Some whisper that drip flume are forms of reincarnated human souls, but these rumors are just as yet unconfirmed. You've made good progress on these research tasks, student. I do believe you're ready to move up the ranks. Let's head back to the village and report the good news to Captain Sillen. It's time you earned yourself a star. I probably should have just stayed back and do Starly first. Actually, no, I caught him because it was nighttime, so... I think I might be able to do it now, actually. Well, let's go check. I need to fully complete it. Okay. If you have progress to report, I will judge its worthiness. Show me your Pokedex. You have made progress. It seems you have earned yourself a star. With this, you have officially attained the rank of first star in the Galaxy Expedition Team. Yeah, so no badge this time around, but instead we earn stars. You can now use heavy balls. Pokemon up to level 20 will also obey your orders reliably in battle. The rewards you earn for your survey reports will be more generous now too. Have these as well. There are further recipes you will need for crafting. Crafting for heavy balls, black tumblestone, and revised. That a stranger like you should fall from the sky and yet flourish among us like this is a testament to your native talent and hard work. Most people prefer it when things are simple enough to be judged on face value alone, and proving your worth by moving up through the ranks is something anyone can understand. Keep at it, and even if you did fall from the sky, people may be more willing to accept you. Working your way through the ranks will also be a help if you wish to make a life for yourself here. The higher rank will grant you access to more types of Pokeballs and greater rewards. For today at least, you've earned yourself a meal at the Wallflower and a good night's rest. When did it go from day to dusk? So, Luna, my girl, I believe a jolly good congratulations is in order. Well done on earning your first star rank. Our usual order of a tin of mochi tastes even better when there's something to celebrate. Hey, by the way, have you taken on that request Boulder God had? Well, most people here don't know much about Pokemon, you've noticed, right? So it's our job as the Survey Corps to take care of any issues that crop up because of that. We're basically Pokemon problem solvers. Indeed so. Some people will ask you for help when you talk with them, while others' requests will need to be claimed from the blackboard I keep in my lab. Speaking of which, when you approach with a request recently, Ray, what's it all about? That one might be a better fit for Luna than me. I don't think I'll be able to pull it off unless I get better at Pokemon battling first. Ah, yes. That request came from Mai of the Diamond Clan, if I recall correctly. The people of the Diamond Clan have lived here in Hatsui since before the Galaxy team arrived. If we could establish good relations, I'm sure there is much... Ugh, sorry, I sent the email. I thought I was running out of space. If we're going to establish good relations, I'm sure there is much we might learn from them, including more about the local Pokemon. But we can discuss all that tomorrow. For now, we should eat up and get some rest. The next day... Hey Luna, before I go and meet Mai about that request, mind showing me how you do in battle? Sure. Great. I'll be at the training grounds. If you've been catching lots of Pokemon, you can just change up your team at the pastures, just so you know. Yep, we already knew that. Okay, I should be able to do that now. Alright, this screen here is communications. There's some piece here called Lost and Found and Mystery Gift. You can receive Pokemon items and other special gifts via the internet or by using codes for passwords. Be sure to keep an eye on the latest Pokemon news for information about any available mystery gifts. Now, sadly, a lot of these, if not all, are pretty much out of date since this game is pretty old. So any special rewards, such as outfits and some Pokemon I won't be able to get, plus some are only available in certain countries like Japan and such. Might as well check to see if there's any via the internet. Ah. So I do have to link the account. So I won't be able to show off mystery gift. I may have to do it on my main file. Well, what can you do? The thing I was trying to do is to see if I can get a special, unlock special Pokemon by having saved data from different Pokemon games on the Switch. But I'll find that out in my spare time. But for now, I think this is a good ending point here. I've been recording for over 2 hours now, and that's quite long. It's late, and I just got things to finish up. Sorry. But yeah, definitely great to be picking this game up again. And I know I say that a lot, but I just love a lot of games here, so what can you say? And again, I won't be doing regular uploads with this. I will be doing uploads for this game every once in a while until I clear up my plate with all the Switch games I'm doing, including Princess Peach, Super Mario Bros. Wonder, and I can't remember the name of it. Something Recollection. I don't know. But as soon as I finish up my play with that, I may do regular uploads of Pokemon Legends here. And also, if you probably guessed, the reason I started doing this game was because the announcement made a while back for Pokemon Legends Zeta 8. I want to cover that for my channel, and you can bet your booty that I'm going to be recording that as well. But anyway, that's going to have to do it for me. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Sorry for it's been so long, but it's just one of those games. Thank you all so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy this video, please remember to hit that like button. And also, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and show support for the channel. I would very much appreciate that. Now with that being said, time for me to head off. It's getting late. Thank you all again, and I hope you all have a wonderful and fantastic day. Take care of yourselves and drive safely out there, people. Bye-bye. Take care and have a good time.